Hello guys, my name is Okolia Daisy. Oh my goodness, I'm no longer Mrs. Okoli. Hey, I'm still using Okoli on my passport. I forget. My name is Munachiso. That's my surname now. So my name is Adeze Munachiso, and my delivery story is gonna be brief, not too long, so that we don't get bored this time around. I had my daughter JJ sometime June 24th, 2023. Yeah, and it was a very magnificent day. Apparently on the 21st, I had an appointment, and I went to the hospital as usual. But I was 39 weeks for prenatal checkups and all that. Then I got there and they did normal checkups, but my BP was high. And then they said they're going to induce me for pregnancy, for delivery, sorry. And that was how all this started. So I was taking, luckily, I would advise moms to always pack your bags. I was so reluctant about packing my own hospital bag because by nature things don't move me so fast like that, and I'm one of the people that do, you know, at last minute kind of thing. So, but luckily, like 2 days before that day, I just packed, and luckily I packed enough. Not all things, but I packed enough, and I went to the hospital. The hospital was quite far from me, not like about 45 minutes, because they had to move me to the delivery place. And I was even telling my mom, I'm like, oh my goodness, I prefer the usual hospital, the former hospital, because that was just like 10 minutes from our side. I have to go to the one that's 45 minutes for checkup and all that, just to get there. And they're telling me they're going to induce me. I had to stay back at the hospital. But thankfully, my bags were already packed. So my mom just went back home to pick them up for me. And we got started. My delivery was crazy because my BP went from 135 over, for people that know, their systolic and diastolic, over I think 90 something at first. But from there, by the time they now started doing okay, we'll see if you contract and all that and all this and all that. Doctors will come and they will check. They're waiting for it to come down. And it was going to 150 and it was going to 160. And before you knew it, I was doing 190. 190, guys. And being a pharmacist at this point, I was scared. I was so scared at this point because I know what it means to have preeclampsia. So for it to be happening to me, it was just not what I had ever imagined, because my BP was controlled all through, except for one time it was quite high during delivery, but after then it was controlled. And to be there, honestly, I was scared. I was really scared. My husband was not there because I had my baby in the US, and he came with me. I had to go back to work, and it was supposed to come after she was born. And I took my phone. I remember vividly typing message asking, telling my husband that if anything should happen to you, to me, that I love him, and blah 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 blah. You know, it got to that point where I was that scared because I was seeing 190, and I was seeing 200. I even saw 220, and I didn't think to be like, for me to get that scared is not because they were not using medications. I know white people, they don't just do like basbos. They were using every possible medication. I cannot start listening. I didn't want to think about it that deep. But it got so bad that it went down to adrenaline. Like, for them to recall, else go back to old school just to get my BP down was crazy. That's when I knew, yes. And luckily that was what helped. So eventually that kind of brought it down. And at this point I was not even dilating that fast. But I think I was dilating at 4 centimeter. I think it took like 2 days for me to get to 4 centimeters. And I don't know, I don't want to spoil it for pregnancy or the pregnant mom, but the most disgusting and most frustrating thing they can do to you is to be checking you to see how long you've dilated. You choke and it's not comfortable at all. It's not comfortable. Like, the first doctor will come, the down one will finish his shift, and that doctor will now come to announce, okay, let's see how far you come, and you're not even going far. and then you are contracting and all that. And I was in pains, but luckily, this is a tip for people. I don't know why people used to have biased mind towards epidural. If you don't want to take epidural, you can ask for paint. I mean, the nurses offered paint and paracetamol. That kind of, helped with my pain at first. Eventually, I did take epidural eventually, and it helped. But at this point, it stopped helping because my pain just went off the heck. I don't even know. It just went off. They kept, they kept, pumping more epidural, and it wasn't helping. They now start giving me localated, I don't know, I won't say anti-inflammatory, just to relieve my pain. And they started going from higher to stronger, from the least to the strongest. Anyways, eventually they opted for CS because my water broke at like 4 centimeter. I wasn't going further. This time water was no longer, there was not much fluid to keep the baby and all that. So the doctors were worried that it could cause infection and blah blah blah. It was crazy. It was crazy. Imagine just being in the hospital for 2 days and everybody's like calling, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So this was Thursday and it was Friday and then Saturday eventually. And why they didn't just push me to the delivery room or do CS immediately was simply because my water had not broken like Thursday. It was towards Friday evening finally broke. Then they started suggesting that if I don't dilate any further, they would take me, into the delivery room. And my mom was with me at the delivery room. My friend Okwe was with me. And my mom herself was so scared she could not go into the theater with me because of all the drama that was going on. So Okwe went with me into the theater and she was awesome. During the tearing, I kept screaming because I wasn't even, at first I was like, is it pain I'm feeling or is it my muscles? I don't know how men will come online. Because I saw one video of a man trolling his wife or tying wrapper when she's pregnant. We'll get to that another day. And one other woman was talking about how Bailey, or what's her name, the celebrity, had the baby, then delivered, and she was slain. First of all, that girl has image to keep. She's being paid millions of dollars to put up an image, so she has to keep up with it. I'm sure if Ellie was you and I, she probably would not slay 247. She would want to take a break. I'm very sure about that. Anybody that's been pregnant can testify to that. But because she is who she is, she has to keep up the standard. And I mean, people's bodies and people's pregnancy, you can't even compare. Some people have it easy. Some people are put on bed rest from the beginning of their pregnancy to the end of the pregnancy. And you want such a person to be thinking about slaying for you, giving birth to your own child. I'm not saying mom should not look good because I looked good all through my own pregnancy, but delivery is a thin line between life and death. Nobody should tell you how you're going to go through your pregnancy journey. Nobody at all, because it's you that knows how your body is doing you. If your body is up for shakara, you do shakara. If your body does not feel like doing shakara, my dear, do your day. If you willingly want to do shakara even when your body is not doing it, then that's fine. You can get up, put on your makeup, do everything. But even if you want your woman to do a little bit of all that, I mean, you are a man. She was all that before she got pregnant. You should not have to instigate your woman without, making her feel bad, without coming on social media to correct her when you simply could have told her in the same room where you were videoing her or talking crap or talking, shit. You're also that babe. I would like you to, look good, do this one, do that one, take her shopping, do this one for her. But that's even that topic. I would advise men on that. And to be in that position, and I was feeling every tear, like they were dilating. Yes, they gave me injections, they gave me stuff, to reduce the pain and everything, but the muscles were still tearing. So I could feel, I don't know how it is, like someone tear. Even if you're not feeling pain, you could feel every tear. Somebody's opening up your stomach. You know how that feels? Like something's crawling, your skin is crawling against you. And it was crazy. I was screaming, I was shouting, up where? And I was like, telling the doctor, she's not fine. They're like, okay, I think they increased the dose and all that. Honestly, by my own, now I understand why moms choose their kids over staying alive. It's not the best choice when you're not in that position. But at that point, I was more worried that, okay, let the baby just come out. Whatever wants to happen to me should happen to me. Let the baby just come out first. So when they took the baby out, of course, like, the baby is here, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, great. In my head, though, I didn't say, like, I didn't have the strength to say, oh, great. And she went and got my baby. She brought the baby close to my head, and I could not even kiss her. I could not hold her. Honestly, the next time I woke up, I was back in my room because it was like, is she fine? She's fine. And I just gave in like that. I passed out from there. And when I woke up, I was like, where am I? So at that point, I was more grateful to my mom. I can't even imagine moms that do 6 of that, 7 kids, 2, 3 kids, and all that. And at the end of the day, we come and we talk shit about our parents. We're ungrateful and all that. It's not something. I think it takes experience to understand. It takes a level of experience. That's you walking in the person's shoes to understand how much it takes to bring life into this world. My delivery, I was praying, I was worried, I was scared. I did that last prayer of God, whatever will happen. This is me, this is you. That's how scary it got for me. I know other people have their own pregnancy delivery, some people, because I know people that died while I was pregnant. I know people that died after they gave birth. I know people that died while they were giving birth. So to now be in that sport, having that knowledge and saying that your condition can just be like that, it's not something you want for yourself or even for anybody. Even for your enemy. So I wish every mom out there who's pregnant right now a beautiful delivery, a safe one. And please, if you need to take epidural, take epidural. If you need to take painkillers, take painkillers. All those things they say about epidural, I don't know. My epidural was fine. Maybe because I already had pain reliefs. And because of that, I was able to sit put properly when they gave me the epidural. So I wasn't shaking to cause any problem later. Because I know that's the major issue people have. Because they can't stay put, it can be contrasting and they passing the injection through your spine. Then something could go wrong. So in that case, I was advised to take paracetamol and pens. So by the time they were doing all that, I was able to bear the contraction by the time they were passing the injection, the epidural. So yeah, that helps well. And it helps for me. So I won't just say it helps well, but it helps me. So that's that. So I'm just sitting down here now thinking that, my daughter is going to be this, my daughter is going to be that. Imagine she now comes one day and she goes, mommy this, mommy that. I'll look at her like, you that I was living my life for and all that. But anyways, my delivery was like that. And because of that, I was more, how will I put it? When I had my baby, I wasn't really, that tough one. Everything I was like, my mom, no, she's crying, pick her up. She's doing this, do that. Because of that, I was a little bit, I spoiled her a little because of that. Of course, she's still a baby. She's like 6 months. She's like about 7, 8 months now. So, yeah, now I'm over all that. But that time it was fresh. It was like, pick her up. She's crying. Do this one. She's crying. I don't let her drop. Don't let her break. Nothing like that. And she's my first child, my first experience. It just completely different from what I doing. Pregnancy was like fun. The delivery was like scary and all that. But I'm always grateful to God, and I pray for every pregnant woman out there. I pray for you that you will have a safe delivery. There won't be any complications. You won't have scare. And if you know someone who is pregnant, please always pray for them, because it takes the grace of God to get pregnant. It takes the grace of God to carry the baby. It takes the grace of God to come out of the other side with your baby. It's only God's grace. It's not by power, not by mind, not even by medicine. Medicine helps a lot, but it is still God at the end of the day. So guys, I'll see you guys next week. And then next week I'll be talking about how to stay. No, this is for men. How to make your women interested in you while they're pregnant. It's not all about we should slay women, this, women that, women have to taste this sexy for you guys. No. How do you make them stay sexy for you? How do you seduce your woman while she's pregnant when you know her hormones are like, leave me alone? But you yourself want something, you want to still be in touch, So you'll not be because every time you comment section, you're telling women you have to look good during pregnancy. You have to slay so the husband does not go to another man. Are you the first one? No. What will you as a man do to make sure that as she's down and weak and tired and her hormones are crazy, she's still interested to be to entangle with you, entanglement, entangle with you, to do stuff with you, to have sex and all that. What do you do as a man to help her stay interested? Because first trimester is crap. She probably does not want you touching her. Second trimester, depends. Third trimester, of course, whatever that one we can't really say. But toward the end of third trimester, she's tired, it's heavy. It's up to you to do the job to keep her going, to keep your needs going. So everything should not fall on a woman, please. If you want an offspring, you want a baby, you have to deal with the consequences. And if you want to adjust the consequences and not make it in your favor, it's up to you to come around. So that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.